guys, this is Gaming with Alston, and today we are on part 6 of Home Gym. What I'm doing this episode is continuing on constructing the base flooring for the gym. Home gym. You're gonna be surprised by what it's gonna look like when it's finished. You're gonna be surprised. By what the guts of the gym will look like. There's gonna be a squat rack and a weight bench. Even the weight bench would have leg extension and leg curl part. Not only that, it's gonna be at least 20 feet by 20 feet. At least 20 feet by 20 feet, at least. not all overweight people are slobs. And the truth about our weight is nature never intended for any of us to get to like 400 pounds. And some people, despite that, there are people out there who can't help it. Either because they have a genetic disorder or because they're really tall. Either they have a genetic disorder or they're very tall. They're like really tall. Or they're like really tall. Robert Wadlow weighed almost 500 pounds, and he was like 8'11". Sadly, in people with Prader-Willi syndrome, obesity is obviously in their genetics. Yet they can't help it. Right now, there's actually a lot more social and societal pressure for us to exercise more. Yet despite the pressure, obesity rates just keep on rising. Much of your body is actually controlled by what you're eating. 5% is controlled by exercise. There are patients with PWS that end up eating cat food or dog food. Prader-Willi syndrome is a very cruel disorder. My advice to parents of children with Prader-Willi syndrome who are watching this video, the best thing you can do is lock up all the food. Because, like, if left to their own devices, they could literally eat themselves to death. You don't want them to eat themselves to death. With Corpse Grinder, his neck is so big not even Homer Simpson can strangle him. The problem with people making so much money is that, like, for a super high-paying job, they could literally spoil their children rotten with that money. With all that money, they could literally spoil their children rotten. To the point where they could literally end up eating so much food. That's one way people spoil their children rotten, by feeding them huge lumps of food. One way how parents spoil their children rotten is by allowing them to eat a shit ton of food. That's basically one form of spoiling your child rotten. It gets even worse if the parent only had one child. There are parents out there who find it hard to not spoil their child rotten outside of using physical restraints to prevent them from overeating. The reason we need to tax the rich, one reason is to prevent rich families from spoiling their children rotten. That's one of the reasons why we need to tax the rich. For one, to prevent rich families from spoiling their child rotten. potential consequence of spoiling your child rotten is they could end up becoming overweight. And children who are spoiled rotten are often at a greater risk of becoming overweight. This is why we need to tax the rich, to prevent rich families from spoiling children rotten. When Kim Jong-un's brothers fell out of favor, Kim Jong-il spoiled him rotten to prepare him for leadership. Preparing your child to lead a country with absolute power involves spoiling them rotten. When Kim Il-sung was still in power, he spoiled Kim Jong-il rotten. He spoiled him rotten. Kim Jong-il was spoiled rotten by his father and mother. One of the nicknames for Kim Jong-un was Fatty on the Train, especially when he visited China. Couple only had one child, things would get even worse for the spoiled brats. They'd be even more spoiled. It gets even worse when they are an only child. I have in favor of immigration reduction, a lot of it has to do with overpopulation. A lot of it has to do with overpopulation. And it's not just that it's expensive to raise children. Having too many kids can be bad for the economy. Like having too many kids at once. If we reduce the infant mortality rate, birth rates would decline, as parents wouldn't need to have as many children. Some people would... There are people out there who always blames obesity on the overweight person themselves. This is not right. Some of them just can't help it. If I was the last man on Earth, one thing I would do is, like, if I was part of a last small group of people on Earth, like, which I was one of the last few people on Earth, one of the things I would do to have fun is I'd be smashing mailboxes, if I was the last man on Earth. I'd be smashing mailboxes if I was the last man on Earth. If the door's locked, there's a new key, and I was the last man on Earth. I'd be blasting doors open if they're locked, and I don't have the key. Kind of like in the show The Last Man on Earth. The Last Man on Earth was on Fox. And if I was one of the last few people on Earth, I'd light up a beacon to alert potential survivors. There's a chemical so smelly that when it was detonated, people within the building that was 200 meters away from the initial site ended up chucking their cookies. That's how bad it smelled. Anyways, this should be it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video. Dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe for more. Don't forget to share this with your friends on social media for more content like this. And as always, this is Gaming with Dalston signing off. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. And until next time, bye.